Hello guys, welcome to Acquire and Speak. This is Alex și astăzi vom învăța despre verbul to stand. Yes, to stand. So we have stand, stood, stood. Okay? So one more time. Stand, stood, stood. This is very easy to remember. Okay? So let's see our first example. Yes? So, for example, someone can ask you, unde ai fost ieri? Unde erai ieri? Okay? So, the question will sound like this, yes? Where were you? Where were you yesterday? Yes? And you can say, I was there and I stood behind you. Da, am stat în spatele tău. I stood behind you. Okay? You can also ask unde am rămas, adică la ce punct am rămas, ca să putem continua. Putem folosi o întrebare asemănătoare. Where were we? Where were we? Okay, so where were you yesterday? Sau unde am rămas? Where were we? Okay, let's see our second example, guys. I stood in front of them and I was very excited. Yes, I was so excited. You can also say am fost așa de entuziasmat, așa de bucuros. I stood in front of them and I was very excited. Okay, our third example. Yes, this is a very beautiful expression. She has stood by me through some very hard times. Now, let's use the contraction. She stood by me through, da, prin, actually, asta ar însemna, în traducere liberă, through some very hard times. She stood by me through some very hard times. Yes? You can also say, I've stood by you. Da? I've stood by you. Am stat alături de tine, am fost alături de tine. I stood by you. And our last example, guys, hold on, yes. I stood barefoot. Yes, I stood barefoot in the sand watching the ocean. Or I stood barefoot in the sand watching the sky. Da? Privind cerul. Okay, so that was the lesson. One more time, we have stand, stood, stood. Okay? And now, vă voi învăța câteva cuvinte care au legătură cu verbul to stand. Our first one is stand off. Stand off. Stand off. Okay? Stand off. Care înseamnă impas. Okay, so you can say we reached, yes, or we have reached a standoff. Da? Am ajuns într-un impas, yes? So now we have to think, yes, what we could do. Ce am putea face, what we could do, yes? Because we have reached a standoff. Ok, un impas. La impas mai putem spune deadlock, yes, a deadlock. So standoff or deadlock, okay? Now you can also have the word outstanding, da? Extraordinar. This is outstanding, yes? And we can also have verbul to withstand. To withstand. Da? A cu sta, cum ar veni. Withstand. Withstand. Asta înseamnă a rezista. A rezista, da? A face față. Something like that. For example, that withstood the test of time. Da? Asta a trecut testul timpului, da? A rezistat în fața timpului, a trecut testul timpului. So, to withstand the test of time. Okay, and our last word, ultimul cuvânt, upstanding. Yes, upstanding. Yes, so you can have an upstanding member of the community. Da? Un membru onorabil, remarcabil al comunității, yes? An upstanding member of the community. Yes? Good guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit our like button. Da? Nu uitați să dați un like. This can really help us to grow. Okay? See you in the next lesson.